Welcome back to the Sportscast March Madness Challenge. Back here with my boys, the Knocker.
What's up?
Johnny Icebox on the ones and twos.
Holla.
Back here, guys, giving you a special show today. It's our March Madness Bracket Challenge. Here today, we're going to give you all of our picks. The Knocker, Johnny Icebox, even though he doesn't know anything about college basketball.
Let's go Duke.
He's the only one sporting a Duke jersey, though. He's the only one sporting an actual jersey today.
Go Duke.
Go Duke. Mike Krzyzewski.
Go Duke.
Go Krzyzewski. Coach K.
Coach K. I know Coach K, man. He's a good dude.
Back here,
Jersey
though,
guy.
Once again, guys, we're going to bring you a 1 hour special here. We're going to be going over all of the NCAA March Madness picks. All 64 teams. We'll go through them real quick for you guys. Give us our picks. You guys can enter our Sportscast Bracket Challenge right now at thenewsportsgrid.com. It's right on the homepage at the top. Easy to play. It's like every other thing on ESPN where you go, you pick your teams. Very easy. Just like our pick'em game we do for football. It's all for just fun and mainly bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're going to give away a cool prize at the end if one of us three do not win it, which I'm
Probably one of our shirts.
Yeah. Seriously, Knocker. Way to bring it in like that. Like, is that a bad thing?
No, it's just we have some. It's just like we didn't go out and get you something.
Yeah,
You know?
seriously.
Back that ass up.
Back it up.
You couldn't even go to like
Gift
a
card.
thrift shop
Yeah,
and pick up
I
like
know,
an old
seriously,
basketball
right?
trophy,
Exactly right. Exactly.
something. Maybe even just a basketball.
Oh, okay.
You are one pathetic
We'll
loser.
give him an old
Sorry.
outdoor basketball and
Yeah.
we'll sign it.
You're gonna get-
Sportscast.
Get my daughter's
beat up
gonna get my
outdoor
daughter's
basketball.
child's pink basketball, and that's what I'm gonna give.
That
out.
would be awesome.
you know, signed by all of us. So
No,
we'll
you
get
know
something
what? You know
cool.
what? You know what, dude? We got to get.
What should we do?
We got to get old school indoor basketball. Remember the little indoor
That's what I'm
baskets?
saying. What my daughter has.
Yeah, we got to get one of those. Little,
Yeah.
Not the stand-up ones. The one that
No,
went
no.
on the door.
Like, yeah, you used to play like when you were a kid, like the Nerf ones.
Yeah, the Nerf one. We got to find one of those.
Yeah, we'll
That'd be a
sign
good
it and
prize.
we'll throw it out. That'll
Yeah.
be good. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do that then. So that's what you're getting. and, a shirt.
That and some scotch.
And a shirt.
And a shirt.
We gotta get
Love
those
them
shirts.
shirts.
Out.
Get your shirt
I
today.
sent Colonel's shirt off yesterday, so it's good to go. But again, guys, if you want to chime in today, number is 818-435-8423 or tweet us at sportscast_THN. Again, we're going to be going over all of our picks. You know, brackets, they're pretty fun. I like how everyone gets into it. It brings everybody into watching a sport.
Oh, it's great.
Probably that nobody watches very often.
No, I mean this is one thing that it's like the Super Bowl. It's like
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
It's bet on more by
It-
Vegas. More money spent right now in the next 3 weeks. than
It's awesome. But the person in America who doesn't know anything about football will go to a Super Bowl party and they will
Right.
participate in watching the Super Bowl.
Correct.
The person who really doesn't follow college basketball or whatever
Yeah.
will watch this because it's an event. You can't get away from it.
Yeah.
And it's become such a thing where there's so many
Cinderella stories, last
every
minute
year.
shots,
Exactly. Buzzer beaters.
guys crying on the court because
Yeah,
they
it's-
got past the first round and they're from George Washington or whatever.
Exactly. They're not the big school like Florida
Yeah.
Gulf Coast last year. Those guys are going to live with that forever. Probably not one guy on that team is going to play pro
Well,
basketball.
you've grown up and you've seen the change. I mean, we're going to get into it, guy, in just a second, but you've seen the change go from where did it start at? What was it, 30?
No, it was a 16-team
16
tournament.
team
There-
went to 32, then now to 64?
There was a year, okay, where USC went 24. No, they went 20. I think it was 24-2.
Didn't make it.
It didn't make the tournament
Pac-10
because
hate.
UCLA beat them twice, and only one
Seriously.
team per conference got in the tournament. They were the second best team in the country, and
There's a lot
they
of
didn't get
haters
in.
on the expansion.
So
I
I-
think where it's at is perfect.
I agree, and
no
I think
more because we're getting those schools that maybe can pull an upset, but you get any further, you get me into the 70 or 80 teams. I'm getting some teams that are going to get blown away, and we've seen it already get beat by 50 points.
Yeah,
What's the point?
I like where they are now with the play-in game. There's 4 play-in games.
Right.
So it's really a
We
64.
had those yesterday.
It's a 64. It's a 64 team tournament.
Correct.
But it's actually 68 because there's the 4 play-in games, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool to give schools a play-in chance.
It could
you get
go
to
either
play
way
in
with that.
for a chance to get your ass kicked, but at least you can say you got in the tournament.
Right.
And it's good for schools. It's good for
I
their
agree.
morale. It's good to say we made the tournament and blah blah blah.
I agree.
But yeah, it is a thing, and Vegas. People.
I'm going to be there next weekend. So I'm going to be there for the Sweet 16. And it's going to be going off next week. It's going to be so fun to be in the sports book and see all those people supporting their old college because everyone's gone to one of those big schools. I mean, a lot of those colleges, most people have attended. So you've got
everybody there is interested in the tournament. It's so much fun. I've been there 4 or 5 years for at least one weekend of the NCAA tournament.
It's one of the best times in Vegas.
I remember one year we were supposed to go to a concert. We were supposed to go to a concert, and Memphis was playing somebody. I forget.
You were up in the hotel room. Long loading it with the buddies up in the room?
No, actually, I was with my wife. I was with my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, your Aunt Susie, right? And we were at the hotel, and the concert's going to start.
Right.
And Michelle and Susie are like, let's go.
Go.
Concert's going to start.
Yeah.
And we're in the sports book.
I'm not leaving.
And we both got money on this game. Memphis is,
if
it's
I
at
know
the
my
end.
Uncle Joe, he's a betting man. It runs in the family.
At the end of the game, Memphis is shooting free throws. They keep fouling Memphis because they were horrible free throw shooters, and it ended up costing them a national championship that year. But that particular semifinal game, we weren't moving. We missed like 40 minutes of the concert because y'all go. We'll find you. We ain't missing this game. This is more important.
Anyone comes up to you, you're like,
What the fuck do you want?
Exactly.
seriously, get out of here.
I got money on this. Get the hell away from me.
It's good times, though. So it's going to be fun right now, guys. So, again, if you want to call the show, 818-435-8423. Just want to throw out some of our sponsors real quick, fireman'sbrew.com. Make sure you guys check them out. JuicyWhip.com, big sponsor of the show. Make sure you guys check them out. Follow. You guys can get their horchata at any of your local taquerias and in your supermarkets, Ralph's, Vaughn's, Target. You can find them right in the milk section. They got their horchata out there in the gallon. So check them out today, though, JuicyWhip.com, big sponsor of the show. And Knocker, as usual, is playing on the official fantasy site, SportsTradeX.com.
Absolutely. I'm digging it.
SportsTradeX.com. I know, Johnny, I'm moving through these too fast for you to throw them up here, but SportsTradeX.com, big sponsor of the show, guys. Me and Knocker play daily on there, especially me during baseball. I killed it last year, and football. They have daily fantasy games for NASCAR,
I'm
golf,
digging the NASCAR
March
one.
Madness. They have everything you can think of in any way, shape, or form. Head to head, they've got stock. It's awesome. So you got make sure you enter Sportscast though at SportsTradeX.com. Enter Sportscast in the promo. You get 30% added on.
Yeah, I know Irish is in there. I think Toker's in there. The NASCAR. The NASCAR challenge. They pit 2 drivers against 2 drivers. So there's 20 different matchups, and you have to pick 8. And it just makes watching the race that much more interesting. And you can do it for free. I mean, there's free ones, or you can bet all the way up to like maybe $100 to win a whole shitload of money.
Yeah.
And there's head to head. There's this. I mean, it's awesome.
Fun.
It really is
SportsTradeX.com,
a great place.
Guys, so check them out today. All right, guys. Well, Johnny, can you throw me in some background here? Let's get into it, man.
I think this is the March Madness music, huh? We don't play the.
But no, I don't have any March Madness music. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Yeah, you get pumped.
That's good shit right there, Johnny.
Synthesizer.
Let's get into some NCAA
March Madness. Yeah, baby. Sportscast March Madness Challenge right now. Filling out your brackets. You got till tomorrow. Wait until the last minute. Like me and Knocker, because we want to put all your thoughts into it.
For shout.
Got to have the best bracket. You got to win $1 billion, Johnny. We got to hook that up tonight. The $1 billion challenge.
We're gonna do it.
Free promotion for them, but I'm getting in on that, Knocker.
Go for it, man.
I'll take that billion.
We screwed up not getting into the football one.
I'll buy you that apartment next door. If I get the $1 billion.
Oh, thanks.
I'll put you up in an apartment.
An apartment.
Yeah.
You won't buy me a house.
You should just
You'll
buy
me an apartment.
You should just
newly
buy it, we'll
renovated.
put the studio in there, and then
if I
You don't
went
even have
live,
to
the
move
first
there.
thing, I'd have the best studio in the
Dude,
world.
if I ever get bling, we're all going to be just
Seriously.
freaking
Seriously.
rolling, Johnny. We're going to
Honestly.
be rolling. We ain't going to be golfing Azusa, bro.
Yeah, Johnny.
We're golfing Pelican Hills.
Yeah, seriously. We're gonna build our
we're
own golf course
traveling,
in our
bro.
backyard.
We're
Hell
traveling.
yeah.
I'm going to build my own fucking course, man.
That's right, though. Let's get into it, guys. March Madness. Here we go.
It's already started, man.
It's already
We've
started.
got 3 winners already.
Here we go, though. All right, in the South region, number 1, Florida. Against number 16, Albany. I think this is an easy one, guys. We're going to go Florida. I'm going Florida, obviously, around the bat. The nation's top team this year. coming in red hot. Knocker, you follow me up?
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
16's never beat a 1 ever.
Oh, God,
They've come close
last
by
year.
1
Was the
point.
closest
By
last
1
year.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Vermont or something like that. Came really close last year.
Yes, they did.
Albany beat St. Mary's
It's
in
against
the play-in
Oklahoma,
game.
I believe.
I think something like that. Yeah, Albany over St. Mary's to get in for the right to play Florida.
That's right.
But hey, they can say they got there. They got to play in the tournament. Billy, I can't remember the guy's
Donovan.
Damn, Billy Donovan. He has built that program. You know, that's where Joakim Noah went to school. They
That's
won
right.
back-to-back championships. They beat UCLA back in the day. Florida is just it's gone from a football school to a basketball school right now.
Right.
Their football program's kind of sinking, but the basketball's holding them up. There's no way Albany is going to beat
Florida smashes all the way around. Johnny Box, Florida? Yeah. Got in Florida. All right, guys. I'm just going to give you real quick, so I'm going to throw some little bit of tidbits information in as we go.
Go for it.
You guys want to know what the top 6 overrated teams coming into the tournament are? This is by
Yes.
Scott Harris from Bleacher Report right here.
Yeah, I do, actually.
All right, Kansas coming in.
I can
One of
buy
his
that.
top 6. Overall record 24-9. Let's see. Next one up here. Duke, as Johnny is wearing.
Duke is always
But they
overrated
get
for the
the
last
love.
8
They
years.
get the love
They do.
because they're Duke. But
Duke is
again,
Duke.
everyone's Duke is Duke.
Like you said, Duke is Duke.
Duke is
They're on
Duke,
more than
Johnny.
Leave It to Beaver.
Next up, their arch rival, North Carolina, one of the most overrated teams going into the tournament.
I don't know if they're overrated. I think they're
RPI
kind of
was
rated.
24, overall 23-9.
Where are they seated? Where's NC
Next up,
seated?
we'll find out. Syracuse, next overrated
I don't
team
think they're
here.
overrated. I think they lost that game where Bayham blew up, and then they lost the next game, and it blew their number 1 seeding. I don't think they're overrated. I think they're a real good
when
team.
they get to that zone defense, it messes you up. You don't have time to prepare
Yeah,
for it in
yeah.
the tournament.
I don't
That's why
think
they
they're
do it.
overrated.
And
In your
last
list.
up here, number 6 here, Villanova.
Yeah.
Nova's still got that name.
No,
You know what I mean?
I love Nova.
Everybody knows. You think March Madness is kind of Villanova, it hits you. Okay, Villanova, they're going to be good,
Yeah,
right?
they
You
get
like
some
Georgetown.
upsets. They've gone to the
Georgetown's not very good
Yeah,
this year,
but it's not the same
okay,
Big
George-
East. With
you know,
Syracuse and Pittsburgh not in the Big East anymore, it's not the same Big East. So Villanova won a weak Big East. So, yeah, I'll go with you on that. I'll go with all of those.
Okay, just so
except
everyone
for-
knows right now. Just
except
a
for
little
the
overrated
Qs.
out there. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Next up in the South, number 8 Colorado against number 9 Pittsburgh. I'm going with my boys Pittsburgh over here. I like what they played this year. I watched a couple of their games. Yes, I have watched some college basketball because I bet on it, and I like Pittsburgh. That's the guy I was shooting, Knocker. I'll call you. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
you know what? I think the Pac-12 was the best this year than they've been in the last 8 years.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go
With the
with
number 8.
Buffalo.
With the Buffaloes.
Let's go,
Johnny.
Buffaloes from Colorado.
Johnny, what do we got over there?
Going Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh,
of course.
all the way. All right, guys, staying in the South, number 5 VCU against SF Austin.
Stephen F. Austin.
I think this is a rollover here. VCU, number 5. I'm
going
taking them.
VCU also.
All right, Johnny Box, VCU, rolling it up. All right, here we go. Our local boys, UCLA, number 4 in the South region against number 13 Tulsa.
12 champions.
UCLA, they scare me sometimes. They have a tendency to blow it early in games.
Yes, they do.
And it really scares me. But with that said, I like what they're doing this year. I'm going UCLA big over Tulsa.
This right here is one of, if not, the most intriguing game of the first round.
agree. Tulsa has it, yes.
Tulsa took UCLA out in the first round in one of the most embarrassing losses in UCLA history.
You with your knowledge.
Tulsa has a history of pulling off upsets in the first round. But I give Steve Alford the nod. Steve Alford has this team. I think he was a great hire for UCLA.
All right, look
the
at
pedigree
you.
of Steve Alford. And UCLA has beaten Arizona. They've beaten Oregon.
Right.
They've beaten
some good
damn
teams.
good teams
Going
that
UCLA.
play in the Pac-12. I'm going to go with UCLA, but I think it's going to be a really good game. This is a
Okay.
real scary game. If UCLA gets by this one, I think they go on a roll. But this is one of the
UCLA,
games
just
to
so
watch.
You know, ranked in one of the going from Bleacher Report because they put this stuff
Right.
out. Bleacher Report is ranked one of the hottest teams coming into the tournament.
Yes, they
So
are.
We'll
Absolutely.
see what happens. Johnny Box, we can go with the Bruins. Yep. All right, we're all going with the Bruins here. Here we go. Ohio State. Big 12 now. It's Big 12 now, right? Over there is Big 10.
Oh, it's still called the Big Ten, but
okay,
there's
they got
12 teams in it.
I don't get that. Like, seriously?
Hey, man, whatever.
I'm going to call it the Big 12.
Whatever.
Bitches. All right, Ohio
Because
State,
there's
though.
already a Big 12. They can't.
And we know we've seen not a 16 beat a 1, but we've seen some either number 12 seeds beat a 5.
Oh yeah, there's just parity. There's
Or
just much parity.
Number 11, Dayton, who has had some Cinderella
the Dayton
runs.
Flyers have
Yeah.
had some runs in
They've
this
had some
tournament.
upset, but
Absolutely.
Buckeyes got a good team this year. I'm going with the Buckeyes.
You know, the Buckeyes, they either go out early or they make a run, to the Great 8 or Final 4.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Ohio State basketball this year. I'm going to go with them just because.
Okay.
But it would
That's
not surprise
kinda why
me.
I'm going with
I'm going to
them.
back my ass up and just
Okay.
say this is one game that wouldn't surprise me if Dayton pulls the upset.
All right, backing that ass up as usual. All right, Box, what do you got? Buckeyes, baby. You know what's funny about this tournament, before we go on, is I'm telling you, this is one of the best tournaments you're going to watch because there is not a favorite. And
No.
I'm not going to be surprised if anyone loses. Yeah, if a 16 beats a 1, I'm going to be surprised. But if any of these, number, like we just talked about, 11 beats a 6, I'm
No
not gonna be
surprise.
surprised.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I'm not going to be surprised if anybody beats anybody,
That's
to be
what I'm
honest
saying.
with you. Even if a 16 beats a 1, I'm just not.
Yeah.
I might be a little, whoa, but not
Like,
shocked.
oh, my
yeah,
God.
like, oh, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, I'm
no, it's
telling
not
you.
that way anymore.
I agree.
Wichita State's, 31-1.
Wichita
But
State,
they
they're
are
ranked the
not-
number 1 hottest team
Yeah.
going in right now.
But
Obviously, it's
again, if
undefeated
they don't win
record.
the national championship, it's going to be, oh, well, I didn't expect them to win it anyway.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you're right.
I
This is
agree.
one. This
All
is
right.
one where it's a toss-up.
Last up, finished up the South region here in the first round. Number 3, Syracuse, playing West Michigan. Number 14, I think Syracuse is going to win this one big, obviously, with that defense, and I think they move on to play Ohio State.
The Qs.
The Qs?
Yep.
Orange.
The orange.
All
Hey,
right,
what the hell was
next
that,
one.
Johnny? What the fuck was that? Why did they make them change from Orangeman to Orange?
Because the women's, they had the women's team.
So you call them Orange Women? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, but they.
Wait, is that really
it was-
true, Johnny?
Yeah,
Yes. They had their name was the Orangemen.
It was the Orangemen. Now they just call them the Orange.
Now they call it the Orange.
because there was women's sports, but it was called they were like.
The only reason there
But the
is
thing-
women's sports is because there's men's sports.
But they were literally called the Orangemen instead of just the Orange.
Why not call them Orange
So-
Women?
So it's like calling the team the Buffaloes. The Buffaloes. It's
Lady
the
Buffaloes.
Orangemen. Yeah, but they don't do that.
That's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, you know what I
know.
say to that?
Have a nice day, douchebag!
Seriously, I just that is so political crap.
Yeah,
They will
crap.
always be the
But I'm going with
Syracuse
the Qs,
Orangemen
and
to
that's
me.
going to be a next big game, which we'll cover again
Yep.
in the next round
All right,
here.
let's
Ohio
go.
State, Syracuse. Here we go. New Mexico, the Lobos. The Lobos?
Against the Cardinal.
Our
from
boy Lobos
Stanford.
out there. Jason.
Yes.
E. Marquis, man, he was in Vegas. Saul was there watching
Yeah.
him. It was awesome. He's tweeting us, so big shout out to you. But
Well,
the
he
Lobos,
made it clear that it was New Mexico State who started the fight and not the Lobos.
That's right.
Right?
He did. All right, Bab. I'm going with the Lobos big over Stanford here. 7 against a 10.
I'm not going to go big, but I'm going to go with New Mexico.
Johnny, Lobos? Yes. All right, Lobos all the way. All right, finish it up here in the South. Number 2, Kansas against Eastern Kentucky. Kansas, again, I think they have a really good chance here to get to the Final Four, even with some of their injuries. I'm going to go number 2, Kansas big over Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, sweep it out. All right,
Talk
guys.
Jayhawk.
Again, we're moving. You guys want to give us a call? 818-435-8423. Moving on here in our March Madness. Number 1, Virginia. Now we're in the East region. Number 1, Virginia coming out. What do you got?
The Colonel. Duke sucks. Hashtag fear the turtle.
Yeah, fear the turtle.
Oh, and Irish is Duke all the way. I'm on my way home. Not sure if I'll make the show. Duke
I
all the
like
way.
turtles.
Huh? Guru running a pool to help build a house for a family in dire need in Mexico.
That's help info. He even sent a link. It says Caesar salad scotch lobster .blogspot. What is
Oh,
that?
and the Colonel. What the fuck? Duke at Johnny Icebox being a douche again?
Yeah.
Hashtag Duke
called him
sucks
out
ass.
Again. Called him out again. Johnny Box.
I like Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, and his Duke jersey.
I love our fans.
I do. All
I
right,
do.
guys.
Go,
next
let's go,
up
let's
here,
go, let's
East
move.
region,
Let's
number
keep
1
moving.
Virginia. I think it's the clear-cut winner. Let's go number 1 Virginia over 16 Coastal Carolina. All right, let's bring it up. Next up here, number 8 Memphis against number 9 GW. George Washington. I'm going Memphis here.
I'm going GW.
GW on the upset.
They have a history of upset basketball,
Okay.
making it 1 or 2 rounds in when they're not supposed
Like
to.
first upset of the night.
And I freaking hate Memphis. I will never, ever pick Memphis again
they
for
screwed
losing
me.
that final.
Yeah, they lost.
For losing that final. I had a lot of money
understand.
on them bastards.
Calm down.
No, I'm still pissed.
Johnny, would you like
I
to
am still
second
pissed
Knocker's opinion
that
here?
they
I'm
lost
gonna go
that
Memphis
game.
on this
Memphis.
one.
We're both going Memphis. We're going Tigers. All right,
Fuck
here we
'em.
go. Wow. All right, number 5, Cincinnati in the East region now. Number 5, Cincinnati at Harvard. Getting in once again, the Harvards. I'm going Cincy, though, over Harvard big in this one.
You know what, man? I'm just not
5
going to
against a
go.
12. It's at
I'm just
5-12.
not going to go with everybody else. And that Harvard stall is not a stall, but it's pass the ball around. Don't go fast. I think it's going to frustrate the shit out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati's not as strong as they normally are. If to win the bracket, you have to pick some upsets. You just can't go with everybody else. You're either gonna win it or you're gonna lose it. I'm gonna go with the first round Harvard upset.
This is your big upset of the day
Yeah,
so far.
I am.
I like it. 5 against a 12. 12's been known to upset. Johnny, what do you got, man? Cincy, Harvard.
I got Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati, Knocker. I think you're again on an island here. You're going two upsets in a row here in the Eastern Division.
Well, it's
in the
pretty
Eastern
boring if
region.
we all pick the same effing teams.
Well, I mean,
But I
For
really
the
feel.
billion, bud.
but
yeah,
for
we're
the
going for
billion.
$1 billion.
But I
here.
really feel.
We're
feel
trying
that,
to win our listeners $1 billion.
I really feel that this is one game that has upset written on it. I
all
really
right.
do.
And you can get ahead in these brackets if you pick that upset. So here we
I'll
go.
take any hit I can get.
All right, one of these teams is supposed to, I think, go to the Final Four here. Michigan State against Delaware, obvious win right here. Let's sweep it.
Yeah.
So UNC over Providence, I think, again, maybe a little interesting, but I think UNC goes into that with clear-cut victory. UNC?
I will
North
go with High
Carolina?
Hills. Yep.
All right, Johnny Box, you too. Sweeping it. All right, number 3, Iowa State against number 14, North Carolina Central. Iowa State has a good team. I think this is an easy win for Ohio State. Let's put them through.
Yeah, this is a pretty pick. Everybody's getting on that Iowa State bandwagon because of the run that they've been on, but
Right.
but especially first round, they're going Iowa State.
All right, here we go. Number 7, sneaky UConn, playing better towards the end of the year.
Cyclones.
But number 10, St. Joe's. This is my upset so far in the first round. I'm going number 10, St. Joe's over UConn.
So am I.
All right, Knocker, Johnny Box. All right.
Whoa!
Wow, sweep the upset.
Love
10 over 7. I
it.
like it. All right. Last up here in the East region, number 2, the Nova, Villanova against, I think this is a city in
Milwaukee.
America, Milwaukee. Number 15. I love you, Milwaukee.
That's where the Fonz is from.
And the
Richie
Brewers.
Cuttingham.
Hey, I'm down for the Brewers. They drink in
Brewers,
there. I
yeah,
love it.
baby.
All right, number 2, though, Villanova. Let's sweep it
Any
out for the East.
ballpark that has a dude on a slide going into a big ass pitcher of beer, glass of beer
You
after a
gotta
home
like
run,
them, right?
you gotta love
I know.
that.
That's why I like the Diamondbacks. Even though playing against the Dodgers, you got a pool in your outfield that I can go in and drink beer and watch a game. I love you. All right, next up here, we're going to move on to the West. Let's sweep it, guys. Arizona over number 16, Weber State.
Yes.
All right.
Weber State.
Weber. Is it Weber?
It's Weber.
That's Weber. I'm sorry.
No, actually, yeah, it's
Why
Weber,
is it
Weber
Weber?
State.
Weber.
Just trust me. No, it's
Weber.
Weber?
Will you just trust me? God damn it!
All
It's
right.
Weber State.
I'll trust
sure?
you.
Trust
God.
me.
All right.
God.
It says Weber.
No, it does look like Weber, but it's pronounced Weber. Okay, trust me.
All right.
All right, Weber. Here we go. Gonzaga. Again.
I'll kill you.
All right. West region here. Number 8, Gonzaga against number 9, Oklahoma State.
Tough game.
I'm going with the upset because I love the guard play with Oklahoma State here. I'm going with the upset, 9 over the 8, Oklahoma State.
I'm going with the Zags. One
Zaggies.
round. I'm going with the Zags.
Okay.
Even though they screwed me in my pool last year, I'm going to go with the Zags for
Hey,
one
Marcus
round.
Smart with Oklahoma State over there.
Yeah,
I know he's had some off-field stuff, but he's playing on fire right now.
I am betting against the distractions and stuff.
Okay,
That's what I'm
Johnny
betting
Box,
against.
what do you got, man?
I'm going Gonzaga.
Wow, the Zags. All
The
right, I'm the only
Zags.
one going with Oklahoma State. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Number 5, Oklahoma against
North Dakota State.
At number 12, Oklahoma, I think, in this one.
Sooners.
easily.
Boomer Sooners. Yep,
Johnny?
Sooners.
Sweep
Yeah,
it?
yep.
All right. I'm going with my boys here next in the West region, guys. San Diego State, number 4, playing number 13, New Mexico State.
Yep.
I'm going with the Aztecs big in this one. I like the Aztecs. It's a sneaky play this year. I like them.
Aztecs.
All right, Johnny.
Yep.
Sweeping it. All right, guys. Next, here we go. Again, if you want to tweet the show at sportscast_THN. Knocker, you follow Twitter for me because I'm reading through
I
these.
got
so-
you. I got you.
Okay, here we go. Baylor, number 6, against number 11, Nebraska, who's played well of late, but Baylor Bears, I'm liking them and their uniforms. I'm going with the Baylor Bears at number 6 here. I do. I love their uniforms. I do.
I am going with the Baylor.
Anytime you go like lime creamsicle, I'm down with that.
Okay, here we go from Chabby, man.
Yeah.
Since he always hoses me in the tournament, nice at Bud Knocker, so he agrees with
All
me.
right,
that
all right.
Bearcats always just
Bearcats
screw
for
you,
Chabs.
man. They
All
do.
right, Chabbies. All right, we all going Baylor Bears
Baylor.
though. Knocker?
Yeah,
Baylor?
oh, yeah,
Baylor
yeah,
Bears?
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Continuing with the West, real quick. Number 3, Creighton who's maybe
The
looked
Blue
as
Jays.
one of the overrated teams, according to the list I have here.
Mm-hmm.
Creighton, though, at number 3. I mean, I don't know how Creighton's at number 3 and Michigan State's a 4, but Creighton at number 3 playing Louisiana Lafayette at number 14. I'm going Creighton, though, in this one. To get
I think
pretty
I
easy.
think Creighton, to answer your question, I think Creighton is getting the nod as a 3 seed based on their last 3 tournament performances.
That's true.
They've made some good runs the last 3 years and played
that's
some
the only reason
solid
I know about 'em.
basketball.
That's the reason I know
exactly.
Creighton is.
The only reason you know they're there is because they've gone deep into the tournament the last 3 years. So I think this is just one of
Johnny,
a runaway.
sweep it.
This is a runaway.
All right, Creighton, here we go. Going back to your Pac-12 here. Oregon, number 7, against BYU, number 10. I'm going with the Ducks in this one, in a close one.
I think this is going to be really
Good game.
Really
Yep,
good game.
I'm going Ducks, though.
BYU has a history of pulling some upsets. There's not
Oregon's
a whole lot
playing well
between them,
late.
but I'm going to go with the Ducks.
All right, Johnny Box.
Just because they had the best cheerleaders
is
in the Pac-12.
Is it Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon.
Oh, it's Oregon?
Oregon.
Shut up! Shut up, Box.
Thank you,
It's
Johnny.
Weber State, okay? Look it up. It's
Thank
Weber
you.
State.
Thank you.
Or Oregon.
I'm giving him. Thank you
Either
for
way,
calling
I'm
him out
taking
that
it.
shit. It says Weber State. I go to Weber State.
I'm telling you, it's Weber State.
It's not Weber. Is someone who ever went to Weber
You
State?
want to put money on it right now?
No.
Do you want to put money against
No,
me on
because
this right
you
now?
You only say that when you know you're going to win.
Exactly.
I know. Okay, so moving on here. To finish up the West region, number 2, Wisconsin, going against American at number 15. I think it's an easy one. Let's sweep it,
Badgers.
boys. Badgers all the way around. All right, guys. Real quick, before we go to break, let's finish up the first round, and then we'll get into our Sweet 16 and our Final 4. Here we go. Finish it up in the Midwest region. The undefeated Wichita State at number 1 against Cal Poly at number 16. Let's sweep it, boys, with the Wichita.
Yeah, Cal Poly got in over with a win. It was one of the play-in games. They beat Texas
Right.
Texas Southern to get in, and then they're going to go out.
All right.
Shockers.
All right, here we go. Number 8, Kentucky. Really? I mean, when we think of Kentucky, number 8 seed, you're like, really? What's
their
going
program
on?
is really taking a
Taking
beating
a
right
hit
now.
here.
Yeah.
It's all those one and dones. I'm telling
Exactly.
you, one and dones. You
Yep.
can't build off that. Here we go against Kansas State. This is people have been saying this could be a potential upset, but I am going with Kentucky in this one in a close game.
I'm going with the Wildcats.
Oh,
I
really?
can't lose if I pick the Wildcats.
You can't.
They're both the Wildcats. I'm going to pick the Wildcats.
You're such a dude. He's such a dude.
That
today.
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
oh, no.
That doesn't count,
Okay,
bud.
the Wildcats from Kansas State over the Wildcats from Kentucky. You didn't know that, did you? You did not know that, did you?
Own head of the week.
Be
man.
honest, you did not know that there was Wildcats against Wildcats, did you?
No.
Okay. See what I bring? I bring nonsense.
I knew Kentucky
I bring-
was the Wildcats. What are you going with?
I'm going with K-State.
All right, K-State in the upset.
Yep.
Johnny.
I'm going Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm going Kentucky too. All right, now here St. Louis at number 5 in the Midwest region against North Carolina State at number 12. I am going with the upset at North Carolina State getting past St. Louis here.
Whoa.
This is my upset.
This is one of the most intriguing playing games ever. NC State, national champions. They have a history of great basketball
know.
over Xavier, who has been just a tournament Cinderella the last 3 years. This is a great playing game. NC State beat them to get in. But I'm going to go with St. Louis.
Okay.
I'm going to go with St. Louis. on
Johnny
this one.
Box.
I'm going St. Louis on this one.
Going St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with my upset here. All right, next up here, Louisville, number 4, who should be a number 1 or number 2, comes in against Manhattan at number 13. Let's sweep it, boys, going with
Louisville.
Louisville. All right, next up here, UMass, number 6, coming in against Iowa. Tennessee, number 11. I'm going with UMass over Iowa, Tennessee.
Okay, I'm going to go with UMass also.
You can go with UMass, Johnny?
Yes, although
Yes.
Tennessee's playing
Sweep it
very
up.
hot.
All right, Johnny Box's Duke at number 3, finishing up the Midwest region against Mercer at number 14.
No, it's Mercer.
Someone stop him.
It's Mercer.
Where's my gun?
Duke,
You're so
Thank
funny,
you.
bud.
Duke,
I know.
shut up, Johnny.
You tried to get me.
Shut up, Johnny.
Johnny.
You're so funny.
Oh, man.
Or
All right, finishing up here
Okay, yeah.
in the Midwest region, number 7 Texas against Arizona
Another
State.
good game.
You
Another
hate,
good
you
game.
hate going against the Pac-12 knocker, but
I
I'm
do.
going with Texas.
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
going
one.
Longhorns on this one.
All right, finishing up from my other side of the hometown here, Michigan, from
Yep.
where all half of my family is from. Michigan, number 2 against Warford. Is it Wolford?
Wolford.
Wolford?
Wolford.
Wolford.
Wolfwood.
No, it's Wolfwood. It's like
Okay.
English, right? Like for you from England. Wolfwood.
Wolfwood.
Like it
Hey,
sounds
from
classy.
Wolfwood? No, I'm from Warford.
Wolfwood.
No, Wolfwood.
Wolfwood.
It's Wolfwood.
Wolfwood.
It's Wofford.
I swear we'd not smoked before this show. We're all going
We
Michigan.
have ingested nothing but
Michigan,
natural ingredients.
Sleeping with the Wolverines, boys. All right, guys,
Yeah,
when we get back, we're going to get covering the Sweet 16, give you our final 4 predictions, and who will be this year's national champion when we get back on the Sportscast March Madness
Stay with
Bracket
us.
Challenge. here on the Sportscast. March Madness Bracket Challenge with my boys, the Knocker, Johnny Icebox in the studios. Make sure you guys check us out on iTunes. Download, subscribe to the show. Tell a friend. Order your Sportscast t-shirt today. They will make your woman sexier. Yes, I said that.
Hell yeah.
You will want your woman to go out in a Sportscast t-shirt. I'm telling you right now. All right, guys, back here on the show, we're going to get your Shot of the Week award brought to you by PWCI Construction. Check them out at pwconstructioninc.com. They are the official Shot of the Week award. You guys hear us preaching every week how we love them, and I'm preaching again because I love them so much because they support us and they really helped this show become what it is. Sonny Marshall, we love you to death, even though I hope your Ducks continue to lose every single game because it's helping out our Kings. But PWCI Construction, guys, for all your construction and building needs, check them out today. All right, guys, let's get in Shot of the Week. Let's go around real quick as we get back into our brackets here.
Let's go to Johnny first in case he has to take a phone call.
Go ahead.
Okay, mine is going to the new Auburn coach, Bruce Pearl, ex-Tennessee coach. This guy has got a deal.
Did you see he was in a mosh pit? I sent that video out.
He's got some cojones.
Yeah.
Signed a 6-year deal starting at $2.2 million annually. Okay, he's going to
All
get
I got to
100
say for him cheating is...
Take that, Jesus!
Who says cheating doesn't pay?
I'm serious, man. The
Patriots know.
The value of the deal is $14.7 million. Okay, the former Tennessee coach, he spun for pizza for several hundred students on Tuesday, a few hours after arriving in town, right? Telling them, we will play for championships. then he tells them, Jay has raised the bar at Auburn basketball, athletic director Jay Jacobs. Have you seen the contract I signed yet? When you see the number, he raised the bar for Auburn. I'm just keeping it real, okay?
I'm telling you.
He's just letting him know. I am a rich man.
I'm glad he's back in basketball.
I can afford the pizzas. So that's a good week for Bruce Pearl.
I'm telling you.
That's
All
my
right,
guy.
Johnny, you got one here, buddy?
Yeah, I got the USA sled hockey team.
Yeah.
Olympics.
Sled
I
hockey?
love it.
Yeah.
What's sled hockey?
Oh, it's the best.
You know what?
These kids are the best.
We do Wild World of Sports. I've never heard of this.
That's why, you know what? I had never heard of it either, and I turned on my TV Saturday morning, and it was the beginning of the game. It was U.S. versus Russia in the Paralympics, yes. And U.S. scored 1 goal, won it that way.
That's
and,
awesome.
Brought home a gold for the Paralympics.
You haven't seen it?
Johnny Box.
You got to look it up. It's on the Kings. The Kings had a special on it like last week. It's for paralyzed kids from the waist down.
Ding for that shot.
They sit in a little sled with their legs out, and they have two
Way
sticks
to go,
in each
guys.
hand. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you, Johnny. That's an
cool.
awesome one.
Amazing.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
great shot. Well, mine goes out to MMA over the weekend. Johnny Hendricks, everyone's fan favorite now. I know Chabby's loves him. Johnny Hendricks takes over the welterweight title, which was vacant. George St. Pierre held it before, but beat Robbie Lawler in UFC 171. That's a good week.
You mentioned
Johnny
Chabby and you're slipping, dude.
Dude, I can't.
You are slipping. You mentioned Chabby loves this guy, and you don't go. Exactly. Come on.
I'll give him a double. Got off twice on that one. Love you, Chabby. All right, though. My shots go down for Johnny Hendricks, so having a great week. UFC 171.
Oh, wait. I got one more.
Okay. Yeah, wow.
I got one more. And
Okay.
this is more of like a shot wish
Okay.
than anything. And it's
I
that
got lots of those.
James Harrison is looking to become a Steeler again.
Ooh.
And that news just broke today that he would be thrilled if they would make him an offer, and he would love to retire as a Steeler. So I'm just taking a little shot, hoping that
Look at
Okay.
you.
the Steelers pick him up.
Wishful.
I
Wishful thinking.
Here we go. Shots up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's that sin, right?
Can you kick me off with that college music again, man? That was killer.
Johnny's
I really
rocking it,
liked
man. We had DJ Slim rocking it yesterday. Johnny's rocking it.
Thank you. Here we go.
Let's kick some
Sportscast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
March.
This was
welcome
Here we
to
go.
the main event.
Yep.
This was actually the theme song that DJ Coco, one of my buddies, made.
Is
that right?
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah, he made this for a minor league team in Rochester.
This is bad. If I came out
I like
to
it.
stadium,
Yeah,
like, hell yeah.
That's Coco?
Yeah, DJ Coco, baby.
Nice. I love it.
Here we go, baby.
This is badass.
Sportscast. March Madness Bracket Challenge.
All right, Johnny, we're stealing this. This is our
Yours.
new song.
It's
Seriously,
just, it's
can we
just for
steal that?
basketball. It only works for basketball.
No, that could be our new intro.
Dude, I will play this for
DJ
sex.
Coco.
I could bust this out in my bedroom and just bust the door open. Yeah, baby. I'm here.
This is my mother.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck you,
How do you
John.
think you got here, bro? How you think you got here?
You were almost
Uncle
swallowed.
Don, and we said that on Saturday night. I'm still questioning you.
You were almost
He's
swallowed,
six-
bitch.
Yeah.
She was almost swallowed.
What?
What?
He was almost a swallow,
Oh,
Josh.
God. Okay, let's get back to the bracket challenge, fellas.
And do you notice how uncomfortable your Aunt Mel becomes when we start talking about
Yeah,
Don being
'cause she-
your guys' father?
she
like,
knows.
Like she just looks and she's like,
She knows. There's
could
that
be.
tequila does a lot of weird things. Here we go.
Sweet
All right,
16.
guys. Sweet 16.
All right, let's go.
Going in the South Division, we had Florida moving on against Pittsburgh. Florida will be going up. Okay, we're going to have Florida going up against Pittsburgh.
or Colorado.
Or
I have
Colorado.
Colorado. I have Florida winning over Colorado. You
Okay,
have them winning
so
over
I have
Pittsburgh.
Florida advancing.
All right, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say who advances.
Yeah, who advances? Florida?
Florida.
All right, they advance into the Final Four then from the Sweet 16, correct?
No. You're just getting to the Sweet 16. You went from 64 to 32.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're in the round of 32 right now.
I double-clicked here.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. So we're going.
And I said Sweet 16.
We're going
My
Florida
apologize.
advancing to the Sweet 16. All right,
Right.
VCU against UCLA,
I'm gonna go like
which
this.
is a unanimous pick.
U-C-L. Hey,
The Bruins
UCLA,
coming in.
fight,
All
fight,
right.
Bruins.
Box, what do you got?
I got UCLA.
This is really tough for me right now. VCU's been hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have been.
And they have a history of pulling some shit.
But you know what? I like rooting for my home team, dogs. I'm going Bruins in this one.
I really
Bruins
like that
at number
higher.
4.
I'm a Steve Alford fan.
All right, here we go. In the South, continuing. Who's going to go to the Sweet 16? All right, number 6, Ohio State, the Buckeyes against the Orange. Number 3, Syracuse.
I'm going to go with
Conquer.
Cuse. I'm
The
riding
Cuse.
Boeheim. Yeah.
Riding that defense.
I'm riding Boeheim to the Final Four.
That didn't sound right, but let's go, Johnny.
Yeah, I got the Cuse in this too. This is gonna be like one of the best games out there,
Isn't it?
This is
Johnny,
gonna be one of the better
you
games.
called it right there. This is going
It's
to be one
going to
of the
be
best games.
physical. It's going to be
Yeah,
nasty.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
nasty. I agree, but I'm going the Qs as well. So all three of us going with the Qs in this one. All right, moving on in the South region, finishing up. Who's going to the Sweet 16? Number 7, New Mexico against Kansas.
I'm going
Who
with the
you got?
Jayhawks in this one. Wow. Just too much talent. They just have enough talent. And Bill Self's a hell of a coach, man. He is.
Johnny Box.
Yeah, Kansas.
Jason.
I'm trying here.
I love you. I'm going Lobos, baby, in the upset. Going
Wow.
Lobos.
I love that pick. I
I'm
think
going
that's
Lobos.
awesome.
I'm telling you, man, they've got some bigs over there. They can play. They've
Awesome.
got some momentum. They won their tournament. I'm going Lobos.
Dig it.
Going Lobos
Dig
big
it.
time. All
Balls
right.
on the table.
All
I
right,
love
your
it.
Balls on the table. You called it, and I've got a 500-pound hog in my pants. You got to listen to both shows, people. You really do. Johnny, you would know if you listened to yesterday. It was fantastic. All right. In the East region, who's going to the Sweet 16? Number 1, Virginia. Unanimous pick by all of us. This is an iffy pick against either Memphis or George Washington, depending on who you take.
Cavaliers.
Cavaliers all the way. I'm going Cavs. Johnny, going Cavs as well. I know he's going Cavs. Here we go. All right, on the East,
This is going to be a good game.
we picked a unanimous pick here. Number 5, Cincy. Against number 4.
No, I picked Harvard.
Oh, you pick Harvard in the upset. Okay.
Yay.
Against number 4, Michigan State, the Spartans. I'm going Spartans. I'm
Yeah,
riding.
Izzo-
I'm riding
Izzo gets-
Izzo. You got to
Izzo gets
ride
to the
Izzo. You
16.
can ride.
Yeah.
You can ride Boeheim. I'm going to ride Izzo all the way.
Well, Bam's a lot older. He's a lot easier to get into. You know what I'm saying?
No problem. All right, here we go. In the East, Knocker, continuing. Number 6, UNC, the Tar Heels. Going against-
No. That's okay. Yeah, Tar Heels. That's
Yeah,
fine.
what
That's
are you
fine.
doing?
I'm sorry.
I'm not that drunk yet. Okay,
All
man.
right, my
Here we
bad.
go. Number 3, Iowa State. Iowa State.
The Cyclones against the Tar Heels. This is going to be a great game.
Yep.
Really, this really is going to be a great game.
I think UNC's overrated.
Yeah, but I think they pull it off, man.
Really?
I'm going to go with the Tar Heels in this
Wow,
one.
I'm going Iowa State in
Are
this
ya?
one,
Okay.
Knocker. All
All
right,
right.
here we go. Wow, I like it. Our first different pick of the night here.
No,
I
there's
like
been a few.
No, but in the Sweet 16. I'm saying it's our first.
Oh, yeah. To
different
get
pick
to the
here.
Sweet 16, yes.
All right, guys, if you want to chime in again, 818-435-8423. The Twitter's been going pretty good, so again, send your suggestions or your picks into at Sportscast.
What you got out there, people?
_THN.
What you got out there?
Here we go. Next up here in the East. All right, number 10, St. Joe's. Did we all pick St. Joe's? You and
I
UConn.
think we did.
No,
No,
you-
I went St.
Oh,
Joe's.
then Johnny went St. Joe's too. So we
Yeah,
all went through the
yeah.
upset. So St. Joe's against Nova.
This is. Oh, you know what? Both these schools are in Philly.
They do, and
they're going to play.
St. Joe's is more of a 6 or 7 to me.
Yeah, you know what?
But I'm going Nova.
This is going to be a great game.
It is.
If there's a game in the round of 32, this is the game I want to be at. Yep. This is Philly.
Yes.
Both these schools are within like 2 miles of each other. This is Philly basketball, man.
Blood
this
here.
is going to be awesome. If you're going to watch a game,
not going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be.
Yes, this is the game to watch in this round.
Calling it.
And I'm going to go with Nova by 2 points. I think they just squeak by.
Wait, you're not going to? Going Nova. I just want to make sure.
It won't surprise me if St. Joe's win. It won't surprise me, but I'm going to go with Nova.
All right.
But I'm telling you, people, if you're an average fan and you like intensity, you want to see an intense basketball game that you're not going to see on the pro level, this is the game to watch.
All right, next up here, we're moving on to the West. We're covering the Sweet 16, guys, once again in our March Madness special. Here we go. Number 1, Arizona, unanimous pick by us in the first round against, kind of controversial, I went with Oklahoma State. You went the Zags, and so did Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Arizona, though, to beat Oklahoma State. Are you taking Arizona to beat Gonzaga?
Yes.
Yeah,
Arizona.
Okay, moving on. All right, next on here, we unanimously picked Oklahoma. And going against San Diego State, the Aztecs, I'm going with my boys because I partied down there, and I think they can play some basketball.
Hell yeah. I'm going with the Aztecs also.
I'm going with the Aztecs, too.
Yeah.
They've been playing really well.
Yes, I am.
They got a good team.
And they have some tournament experience. The last 3 or 4 years, they've had some real good teams, and I think one of their teams actually got to the Great Eight, the Elite Eight. I believe.
I'm not believing Oklahoma this year either. I think they're good. But
Oklahoma's always a letdown. It's one of those letdown teams.
Talent.
I like that San Diego State team. I think they play solid basketball. I like San Diego State in this one.
All right, another big game in the West region here coming into our Sweet 16. Number 6 Baylor, a unanimous pick again by all of us against number 3 Creighton, another unanimous pick. This is a tough game, Knocker. I'm going to let you go first on this because I'm still thinking. I don't know.
I'm going Blue Jays.
Going Creighton.
I'm not a big fan of Big 12 basketball, the real Big 12 down in the South.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan. Oklahoma, Texas, Baylor,
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Nebraska's now in the other. They're in the other Big 12. Right. Okay. I'm just not a real big fan of them going deep in the tournament. They don't do really well in the tournament. Creighton is a basketball school. That's why they're there. That's why they exist.
Are you buying into the Creighton hype, though?
I'm not buying into the hype. I'm just not buying into the South Big 12 Conference. I'm just not buying into that. I'm going to go with Creighton.
All right, going Creighton. I want to go Baylor. I really do. I really do because I've watched some of their games because I bet on them. Yes, that's the only reason I watch most of these games. But I'm really degenerate. I'm going Creighton in this one with you, Knocker. But I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it's a blowout in either way. I think it's a really good game to get on the Sweet 16. All right, next up here, and then finishing up in the West, number 7, Oregon. Unanimous pick by all of us against number 2, Wisconsin. Again, we all 3 picked them. Interesting game here.
It's a very interesting game.
Maybe a little overrated. Oregon playing well of late.
Wisconsin kills you with that 18 passes before a shot. They use
the clock.
Frustrate the shit out of you.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we'll score 45, but we'll beat you 45-38.
Exactly. We're just going to bore you to death, and we're going to make you run every possession. We're going to make you run for 40 seconds.
Oregon's a running team. Oregon likes to run and
when
gun
you're
it.
on defense, we're going to make you play defense for 40 seconds because that's how long we're going to take before we shoot the ball, right? This is a very, very interesting game, but I'm going to go with Wisconsin.
Tough one here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wisconsin this one as well, Knocker. I think it's gonna be a very good game.
Yes.
Oregon against Wisconsin.
Well, it's gonna be a good game, but you know what? It's not gonna be an entertaining game.
No, it's not. It's gonna be boring as hell. Like
It's gonna
be a 45-42 game.
Yes, this is a game that you're gonna want to turn on the last 2 minutes. Yeah.
When you want to fall asleep, take a mid-afternoon nap,
The first 38 minutes of this game is going to be just boring.
I'm with you. All right.
Serious.
Finishing up our Sweet 16 picks, going down to the Midwest region here. Wichita State now going to have some competition going against number 8 Kentucky. We both picked, all 3 of us picked both these teams to move on. What do you got, Knocker?
Shockers.
Shockers over Kentucky.
Well, I pick Kansas State in the upset, so I'm going Shockers over Kansas State.
All right, you're going to go Wichita then, moving on.
Yes.
I'm actually going to... Oh, man. Would you blame me if I pick Kentucky?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, you got to go with who you think is going to win.
Because you know what?
I wouldn't blame you at all.
I'm going Kentucky.
Okay.
I'm going Kentucky in this one. I think they show up in this one, get it done. I know Wichita State, they got the record, obviously, made history.
Well, the reason I'm
Who
going...
does Wichita State play? Really?
To me...
Give me a break.
But see, you give me that, okay?
Give me a break. Give me Kentucky that I know goes into these tournaments. It shows up most of the time.
But to me, it doesn't matter really who you play. It really doesn't. Wichita State still has the same...
How can you say that, Knocker?
Because...
Doesn't matter who you play.
There's so much parity in college basketball now. It really doesn't matter.
How can you say that being a college football fan that you are and how it's rated system?
Football,
it doesn't matter who you play.
Football is different than
Why?
basketball.
This is a rating system on RPI.
I understand
on who
that,
you play.
but it's a little bit different. Okay, I am saying that Wichita State. This is my caveat here.
Okay.
All right, Wichita State has made a deep run the last 2 years in the tournament, and they still have their same base of players. None of their players are one and dones. None of them.
Well, that's what.
You don't
think that's why these schools do what they do is because they actually keep these lower schools actually keep their team.
And that's
for
why
3
they
years.
have the upsets in the tournament. Kentucky is a one and done school. I'm betting on the school that has players that have played together and gone deep into the tournament.
Hey, let's put a 20 spot on it.
You want to put 20 on this?
On this game alone, no spread, straight up.
Okay, well, I have Wichita State beating Kansas State, so I don't even have Kentucky in this game. But if Kentucky gets there, okay, I'll throw a 20.
All right, $20. All right,
Absolutely.
Here we go. Moving on in the Midwest. You're going down, Knocker. Here,
I
NC
hope
State,
so.
number 12 against
Wendy,
Louisville.
did you hear that?
It's my mom, bro. And you wonder why I drink so much. Okay, against Louisville. Louisville, we're going to sweep it, Knocker, right? Against NC State. Let's go move on from that one.
Yes, I'm going Louisville.
All right, Duke against UMass. Coming up, I'm going to go the Duke Blue Devils to beat UMass in this one.
Duke.
All right, here we go. Moving on.
Well, Colonel chimes in, Virginia to win it all. Enough said, so let's just stop the show.
Oh, well, if Colonel knows.
Hey, yo, Colonel, where's our picture this week? Where is our picture of the Sportscast sticker on a vehicle?
Seriously.
You're slumping. You're
slumping,
slumping, man.
What? Yeah, what?
Come on, man.
We need a weapon or something.
I want to see it on a general's fucking forehead.
Yeah.
Okay? Or his secretary's ass. Stick that sticker on some secretary's ass somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Come on, Colonel.
Seriously.
Get on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, okay. Duke. Duke is Duke. What?
I just love that. You just call him the Colonel out. He's one of our best fans, and you're ripping the shit out of him.
I'm not ripping him, but come on. If you're going to do it.
I just sent some new stickers out,
Let's do
too. A bunch of stickers. People were like, you guys have stickers? Like, yeah. We told you that like 4 months ago.
I think the next thing we need to do is coffee cups because I want to see a coffee cup on every general, colonel, general.
Sipping out the sports
four-star
juice.
general.
Yeah.
That's, the guy from Top Gun. I want to see the guy from Top Gun with a Sportscast coffee cup when they do the flyby.
I want some butts.
I want some butts and I want some now. I want that. And I want to see the Sportscast cup in his hand when he drinks that coffee.
What time is that?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a drop. I want some butts. I want them now.
I want some butts. I want them now.
Okay, there we go. We're
Stupid
moving on.
ass flyboy making
Good
a pass
game here.
4Gs.
Good game here, whether it's in football or basketball.
All right.
Texas against Michigan. The Wolverines against the Longhorns. I'm going with my family in the Michigan Wolverines here.
Yeah, I'm
Texas?
going with Michigan because they
They got some more talent.
They've got a
more
very
talent.
good basketball history. So does Texas. Durant went there, blah, blah, blah. They have some history there, but I'm going to go with the Wolverines.
All right, guys. Now we're going to get into our final, our Elite Eight here.
Yep.
After the Sweet 16. Here we go, Knocker. Florida against UCLA. We both picked these two teams to get there.
Yep.
What do you got?
I'm going Gators.
Gators. I'm going Gators as well. Sorry, Bruins, but your run ends there. All right, next up in the South, getting to the Elite Eight, Syracuse. I've got New Mexico. You've got Kansas.
Yes.
What do you got, though?
I'm still going to call them the Orangemen. I got the Orangemen over Kansas.
Orangemen over Kansas?
Yeah.
I'm going Q's to get over the Lobos. Sorry, Jason. I picked him to upset Kansas. I did you right
but that's
there.
as far as they
That's
go.
as far as they go with that zone defense. I'm going with Syracuse in this one. All right, next up here, moving down to the East to get to our Elite Eight. number 1 Virginia against the Spartans in Izzo. Who you got?
I think this is going to be a great game.
Great game here.
I really
Fantastic.
do. ACC basketball is still the number 1 conference in the country. The Big East has lost Pittsburgh, Syracuse. I mean, the Big East could challenge the ACC as far as basketball supremacy as a conference, but now that that's split up, there's just nothing there. I love to see Virginia back into this. I really do. I like to see them coming back and playing some good basketball. You got them going against Izzo. I'm going to go ACC over Big Ten. I mean, I'm going to back that ass up because
wow,
I really am.
Again?
I'm going to back that ass up because I just think Izzo's got the shit together to get his team to the Final Four every fucking year.
But does everyone
really
hop on the Spartans because it is Izzo?
Yes.
Like maybe it's not as good as we all think.
No, he coaches.
Virginia's played really well this year.
Well, they won the ACC, and this is the toughest ACC in a long-ass time. It really is. I'm going to go Virginia in a classic.
Wow.
I'm going to go Virginia in an instant classic. This is going to be an instant classic game. I'm going with the Cavaliers.
This is your Elite Eight upset.
Yes.
Because everybody's going Michigan State.
Well, it's not an upset because Virginia's won and Michigan State's a 4.
If you go by the polls right now, everyone has Michigan State in the Final Four.
Right, because they're betting on the coach.
Right.
They're not betting on the players.
Well, you know what I'm doing?
They're betting on the coach.
I'm a betting man. I'm betting on Izzo.
Betting
I'm
on the
going
coach.
Michigan State here.
So, hey, how did betting on the quarterback in the Super Bowl go for you?
Let's move on in the East to number 3, Iowa State.
You knew I had to go there. You knew I had to go there. If you're going to throw that, I got to throw that. Right? I didn't bet on your quarterback. Surefire thing. When in question, bet on the quarterback.
Welcome back to our March Madness special here on the Sportscast.
Without the butt knocker.
Without the butt knocker. He's been cut off. If you're wondering where he went, yes, he is dead and buried in my backyard.
He is no longer part of the show.
He has been recircumcised and he is outside screaming. All right, back here in the East Division, moving on to the final, to the Elite 8 here. Iowa State, number 3. We both had them go moving on.
No, I have UNC. I have
you
UNC.
got UNC.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got Iowa State here.
Right.
Against both of us have Villanova.
You know what? I'm going with the Nova. I'm going with the Georgetown or the Villanova win.
So you're going
back
Nova
in the 80s.
over UNC.
I'm going. I think it was 85 over Patrick Ewing when Nova went to the finals, beat Patrick Ewing in the Final Four. I think there's some magic going on with the Nova this year. I really do. North Carolina, like you said, was on that overrated list.
Overrated, I'm
and I
telling
believe
you.
that. I've watched them play 3 or 4 times. I'm not impressed.
They don't put up enough. If they get down by 10 in a game, I don't think they can come back from it.
Exactly.
That's my thing.
I'm not real impressed with North Carolina. I won't be surprised if Ohio State beats them. Iowa State.
Yeah.
I picked the Tar Heels to beat Iowa State.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if they get there. I'm going to go with Nova.
All right, I'm going with Iowa State over Nova to get to the Elite 8. I like Iowa State. I'm riding that
Cyclone riding, baby. Nothing like riding a cyclone.
I've seen Field of Dreams a few times in my life. Here
the
we go.
wind between my legs.
All right, over in the West here to get to the Elite 8 knocker. Arizona, number 1, unanimous pick by us to go against the Aztecs. We all picked the Aztecs as well. This is going to be a great game.
Great game. Great West Coast game.
What do you
it
got?
Couldn't be better. You got to go with Arizona.
I agree. I think you got to go with Arizona in this one as well. As much as I think it's going to be a good game, I don't think it's going to be a blood either way because I like the Aztecs' talent, but I think Arizona gets the best from in this one.
Yep.
All right, next year up in the West to finish off, going into our Elite 8, number 3, Creighton, a unanimous pick by us, going up against Wisconsin, another unanimous pick.
Yeah, Wisconsin frustrates the shit out of them. They slow the running game down. They just frustrate the shit out of them.
You're
rebounding.
picking Wisconsin over Creighton here, huh?
Wisconsin's going to the Elite
8. All
yes.
right, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm going Creighton in this one.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going Creighton
look at
in this one in the
you.
upset. I think I'm gonna ride. Hey, magic happens when you pick Creighton, and I'm gonna ride that magic.
That's
like
I
I'm in
love
Disneyland.
this tournament. That's what's just so great about this shit. I love every minute of it.
I don't even know who one of their players is.
But who cares?
I don't care.
I don't care.
Exactly.
Put money on them.
Money on it. Fuck it. All right, finish up the Midwest to go the Elite 8. Here we go. I rode Kentucky to beat Wichita State. You have Wichita State.
Yeah.
We both have Louisville here, though. Who you got?
Shockers.
This is an awesome game here.
This is
the game of you're gonna have of this round.
Yeah, well, yeah. I went with my other game over there, St. Joe's and Villanova in the 32.
Right.
Out of this round.
Yeah, this round. Best game. Yes.
This is the game.
No matter who gets it.
Right here.
Even if it's Kentucky, like I have.
Yeah, defending champion Louisville against Wichita State. Man,
I agree.
If you're in Vegas, this is a party
I'm gonna be there.
game.
I'm gonna
right?
be there.
This is the party game.
I'm in Vegas next weekend. That's why I'm going.
This is the party game right here. I'm gonna go Wichita State. Even though they're ranked higher, I'm gonna call this an upset.
All right.
And I'm gonna go with the Shockers.
All right. I'm going with the Cardinal here. I'm going Louisville and Rick Pitino, man, getting to the Elite Eight. I'm going Louisville over Kentucky.
I love Rick Pitino.
Louisville over Kentucky.
I do love him.
All
as
right.
a coach.
Finish up here in the Midwest with our Sweet 16. Duke. And going to the Elite Eight. Are they going to go? Number 3 Duke against Michigan.
I'm going Duke.
Hope I don't lose my job. I'm going Duke.
Hope I'm not fired.
Duke. Johnny's going Duke. Johnny's back. He's going Duke. All right, guys. Let's get into our Final Four here real quick.
Let's do it. We're going.
All
We're
right.
moving.
We got 10 more minutes. Here we go. Florida against the Qs. The Orange. We both had them, right?
Yes.
Florida and Syracuse. Okay. Who you got?
The Orange. I'm going Boeheim going to the finals. Yeah. Hall of Fame coach. I'm going for the upset here. I think the Qs when Boeheim got upset, I think that was a real good thing for his team. I think it was a real good team, even though they lost the next game because I think they were in shock that the old man went fucking crazy on the sidelines.
Yeah,
I really do. And then they went, "Hey man, he's got our backs."
Yeah.
Really, old man,
Okay.
old dude's got our backs, man. And I think
he reminds me of like a Jim Coughlin. As far as like an old guy getting
Tom
upset.
Coughlin?
Yeah, Tom Coughlin.
Right. And I'm going to go over Donovan. I'm going to go with the old man coaching. Hughes is going to the Final Four.
I'm going Florida.
Okay.
All right, going Florida. Here we go. Next, moving on here. Getting to our Final Four. Michigan State, a unanimous pick by us, right? Oh, no, you went Virginia.
No, I went Virginia. Yeah.
You went Virginia.
I got Virginia against the Nova.
Yeah, and I've got Michigan State against Iowa State. I'm going to go Michigan State to get into the Final Four.
I'm going Virginia over Nova.
All right.
The Final Four.
Moving on to the West here. We both have Arizona against. You have Wisconsin. I have Creighton. Mm-hmm. I'm getting Arizona against the Final Four.
Yeah, I'm going Arizona.
Arizona's going to cakewalk into that Final Four, I think. All right, moving on. Finally, in the Midwest here, Rick Pitino's Louisville Cardinal against. Oh, you talk about a game.
This is going to be.
You talk about a game.
Good. This is.
I'm going to be there for the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight, which is going to be awesome.
If this happens,
it's going to.
It's going to be off the freaking hook. This is what college basketball is all about. Wichita State, the Shockers, great basketball history against Louisville.
Yeah.
Defending national champions. I think they're 3-time national champions now. Rick Pitino, I mean, what can you say about him? This is the marquee game if it happens.
Going P-Town. Going Cardinal, baby, over Duke.
Oh, I'm going Wichita State over Louisville.
Wichita State over Louisville.
Yes. I have Louisville against Wichita State.
In the fight, you can't have that.
Why?
Because you have Louisville against Wichita State going. Yeah, who do you have going in? You have Wichita State beating Louisville?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. There's no way that's happening.
I have Wichita State beating Louisville to get to the Final Four.
All right,
absolutely,
Midwest, we have Duke against Michigan. Right here. Here we go. Duke versus Michigan to get to the Final Four.
Where do you want that? I went Wichita State over Duke.
I'm sorry, Duke. So I have Duke versus Louisville. Who you got?
I've got Wichita State because you picked Louisville over Wichita State.
Right.
I've got Wichita State over Louisville, so I have Wichita State playing Duke.
Okay.
And I have Wichita State beating Duke.
See, I have Pitino playing Coach K in that game.
That's
what
awesome.
I'm saying. That's what I was saying. That's going to be the best game for me.
Yeah, we got a little backwards because I backtracked with that game.
Yeah.
I got Wichita State over Duke to get to the Final Four.
Okay, I've got Louisville.
Duke overrated.
Louisville over Duke. I think Duke's overrated as well. I think, Pitino gets there to the Final Four.
Hey, you know what? If Louisville gets there and they play Duke, that's going to be a great game too. So,
all right, so who's your Final Four?
My Final Four
who's your South representative? Come on.
My computer's not
working.
working.
Right there. It's Florida or Syracuse.
Q's.
Okay, you got Q's? Okay, I got Florida. Okay, in the South. So you got Q's in the Final Four.
Right.
In the East, I've got Michigan State going, and you have either Villanova or Virginia.
Yes.
Okay, you got
Virginia.
All right, I've got Michigan State. In the West, in our Final Four, I've got Arizona.
So do I.
Arizona. Okay. And in the Midwest, I've got Louisville.
I've got Wichita State.
You've got Wichita State.
So I got Wichita State against Virginia, and I have Syracuse against Arizona.
Okay. I have Florida against Arizona, and I have Michigan State against Louisville.
Okay.
Who you got against in your first round there with Arizona?
I've got Syracuse against Arizona to make the finals. I've got Syracuse making the finals over Arizona. And in the other bracket, I have Wichita State beating Virginia to get to the finals.
Okay. I have Florida advancing to the finals over Arizona. And then I have, Pitino really against Michigan State and Izzo. What a game that will be in the final four. I am going to go Rick Pitino to get back to the finals and Louisville against Florida and Knocker. So who you have in your finals?
I have Syracuse playing Wichita State.
You're riding that Wichita State just to the bank.
I'm riding him because
that's not going to happen.
I'm riding him
it's not going to happen.
I'm riding him because of the experience. The last 2 years with the same core of players, they've been on the doorstep. They've been right there. I think they get to the final, Cinderella story, and then I think Syracuse takes them down 72-68 in the finals.
All right.
I got Syracuse winning the national championship.
All right, I think a lot of people are going to go with this pick too, but I have eventually Florida beating Rick Pitino in the finals with a final score because everyone's got to have a tiebreaker. I'm going to type it in right now because I'm filling out my bracket. I am going to go 58 for Florida, and I'm going to go 52 for Louisville. Final score, Florida wins the national championship.
Okay. You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Okay, then.
We'll
see who wins. It's our bracket challenge, baby. That's right.
Okay, what did we bet the 20 on?
We bet the 20 on. God, we have to go back in.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, we're going to have to go back in and get that. Someone tweet us. I'm trying to go back and see who's going to win.
Wichita and Louisville.
Yeah, Wichita and Louisville. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Thanks, Knocker.
Okay.
At least someone's paying attention to the show.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. All right, guys.
Oh, my God. Wait, whoa. Before we sign off, we got 10 Twitter notifications here. So let me see if we need to read any of these.
Okay, get the tweets out there. At sportscast_THN.
Irish. At holy shit. At Johnny Icebox. Is sporting the Duke. Fuck me. I might as well put Cal Poly to win it all.
There you go,
He's
Johnny.
really hitting you, Johnny, man.
Everyone's hating your Duke jersey.
Whatever. I got it from fucking Mountain Dew. I won it off a cap.
I won it off a bottle cap, he said.
Bottle cap. Get over it.
That's right.
It's a jersey, and they're playing.
Any more,
and they're in
Knocker?
it.
Got anything else? No, nothing else. It's good. We're good. We got to move on because we got Icebox tonight. So
yes,
we got a new Icebox coming up tonight around 7:30. So just follow us on Twitter for the link. Also at Johnny Icebox on Twitter. He'll be tweeting that out as well at LuckyIcebox.com. All right, guys. Once again, thank you very much for joining us on our March Madness special. Bud Knocker, thank you, man. I appreciate it coming in. Johnny Icebox again on the ones and twos, making the show what it is. Make sure you guys follow us again on iTunes. Subscribe, tell a friend, order your shirt today at thenewsportsguru.com.
Be the best dressed person in your group.
Really,
sport it.
And we're gonna get the Sportscast Invitational Golf Tournament going. We're gonna get this
some female
going.
out there with the +2s. Send us a picture of the +2s
in the Sportscast t-shirt. Thank you, Knocker.
Okay, please. Please do that for us. All right?
I love boobies.
Boobies!
We'll be back next week.